What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we are here with the New Year 2025 special pickup draw and the Should You Summon here, guys. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going over the banner here that we have with the brand new Sariel, and we're also going to kind of compare it to the banners we got in the game right now, and also kind of just discuss whether or not I think it's going to be worth summoning based on how good the character is or how good the banner is overall. So if you guys do enjoy videos like this, man, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we are on the road to that 50,000 subscribers. And guys, we recently hit that 49k on the channel, and we've been grinding a ton, man, with a bunch of the videos. So I definitely do appreciate the support. Now with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's talk the character here for Sariel. So I covered him already this morning in my patch notes, guys, but now that I've kind of gotten like a grasp of how I feel the character is, we can kind of talk about, what I think in terms of like the strength of this character will be, and yeah, my overall thoughts on the kit. So we have Winds of Hope, Covenant of Light, Sariel. For each goddess ally participating in the battle, their basic stats increase by 5%. When a goddess ally does not take damage from enemy skills during the enemy's turn, their attack is going to increase by 40% for 2 turns. And then for each buff applied to a goddess ally, their defense related stats is going to increase by 5% up to a maximum of 40. And then the hero taunts enemies and decreases damage taken by 40% for 2 turns at the start of the battle. And this passive right here is actually a backline supportive effect, so we don't know yet if it's going to be this part and this part that's backline support yet. We do know for a fact that it will be the basic stats, but obviously the hero taunting will not be backline support. But these two things right here, we do not know yet if they're going to be backline support. If they are, then really good. If not, then a little bit weaker for this character. But, we'll have to see once that's actually in the game and for us to be able to test that. Now, moving on to the Grace here, guys. It's going to be standard, same thing as the other Sariel. So, decreases all enemies' critical chance and critical damage by 3 and 8% respectively for 2 turns whenever the hero uses a skill. And this also counts from doing a counter type skill with the, the other Sariel being able to do that. So just kind of bear that in mind, that is a thing that can happen as well. Now, in terms of these skills here, we have inflicts damage equal to 450% of attack on 1 enemy and depletes 3 ultimate move gauge orbs, which is not bad, just single target deplete gauge. And then moving on to the second skill here, it's going to assume a stance for to taunt enemies for 2 turns, and it's going to inflict amplified damage equal to 450% of attack via counter when attacked, which is obviously a very, very good effect. And then amplify is going to be 30% damage dealt per active buff on self, which, as we saw from the passive here, guys, I'm assuming this attack buff right here, this 40% attack, will be a blue buff. And then also Sariel will be able to get even more attack from his actual holy relic. And then also if you're running any other type of like buffers on the team to actually get that extra amplified damage. Now, moving on to his ultimate here, it's going to inflict Quell damage equal to 450% of attack on all enemies. Quell is going to be 50% damage dealt per active stance on self, and then the scaling on the ultimate here is going to go up from 300 to 450% of attack. So that's obviously very good. Now, moving over to the banner here, guys. Do I think Sariel's banner and Sariel as a character is going to be worthwhile for all of you guys to be able to summon on? Now, in my opinion, I do not think this banner is that insane, really. If we're looking at it right here, you have the brand new Sariel, you have Nunchuck Bond, which we know is going to be getting LR now because he's on the banner at UR level 90. We do also have Red Esterosa, which is, I would say, one of the better characters on this banner. A very, very strong character, actually, in the metagame, at least right now. And then LR Liz being on the banner, I think is really good. Blue Jericho and Green Demon Melly, if you do want to get their outfits to be able to force spawn the original demons, like the the red, green, or red, gray, and crimson demons, you'll be able to force spawn if you get their outfits. So there is some value in that for maybe like a newer player. But other than that, guys, I mean, the rest of the characters here are not really too desirable. I mean, Valenti and Mono, and then the the Blue Easton, definitely not desirable characters there. And if we're talking like yeah, I can actually make it a little bit bigger here for you guys. Yeah, if we're talking like Red Miguelda, I mean, she's pretty decent. Yeah, and then I guess like Red Donar as well. But like these characters have been given out for free multiple times, guys. They've been accessible for a while now. And if you're someone that's already clearing demonic beasts, you really don't need any of those characters anymore. And then yeah, I mean, overall, I would say because of that, really, if we're talking about the banner here, it's really not that insane, right? You only really got Sariel and Esterosa if we're talking in the grand scheme of things. LR Liz being on the banner is nice too, but it's a thing of like, a lot of people already have LR Liz and they don't really care as much about dupes, because the dupes on LR Liz do matter in terms of your, your damage, but it's really not that substantial as just getting the LR character, initially. And that's what's obviously a lot more important, so. yeah, I'd say overall, guys, this, in terms of the banner itself, just based on the banner and the kit of the Sariel, I would say this banner is a skip because you only have 2 really good characters so far on this banner. And then Bond right here is a coin shop character. You can get him in the coin shop completely free. So, you know, it's not really something that, like, if you pull him, you know, I mean, I guess, like, you are level 90, it's nice, but that's the thing, right? It's like, you know, are you really summoning on this banner just to pull a character you're going to make a LAR? Probably not. You can just get him in the coin shop. So, alright guys, so moving over to the game here on Grand Cross, we do have the New Year's Festival draw still being a thing on the game. And in my opinion, guys, why are you going to be summoning on the Sariel banner when you still probably need to summon on Melieli? If you do not have Melieli yet, please finish out this banner and get your copy of the character. I've already done my should you continue summoning on this banner already. And the TLDR of that, guys, is if you do not have the character already, definitely continue summoning at least to the pity so that you get the 1 copy. And yeah, I would say pretty much you can stop from there. And that's when you really want to start saving your currency for the upcoming, you know, banners. We're going to be getting a collaboration at the end of the month. We know we're going to be getting a step up around the end of the month as well. So you got to kind of bear that in mind, guys, and, you know, kind of pick and choose whether or not you're going to be spending gems, especially when we know that we're getting those crazy banners upcoming very soon. Alright, so for you guys wondering exactly how we know about the whole banner situation, guys, if we actually go to, and shout out to 7K Dreamers, he's the one who actually made this document right here. And what I can do actually is I can put it like here so you guys can see it a little bit better. But pretty much what we have here, guys, is the document from 7K Dreamers, and it's just a 70S GC sheet. And what it does is it has all the banners that we know are coming, and also just things that have been leaked as well. And we have them slotted in here for their exact dates they're going to be releasing. So we know Sariel is going to be on the 9th, which is going to be later tonight going into tomorrow. So that's going to be the pickup draw limited. We know Bond is going to be next week now because we did not get him this week, and so that means he's going to be available next week, you know, with whatever you know, we get in terms of that dead week. I mean, it's just going to be kind of his release. And then we do know that we are getting a step up banner on the 23rd, which will lead into a collaboration. And we do know this as a fact because if we talk about last year, but if we actually go to last year and exactly what happened there, we had a step up banner with Shin on the 25th, which is, you know, kind of you know, aligns around that time period we're about to get the, you know, the upcoming step up now. And then we got the Tower of God collab. So we got Joey Viol, Data Zahard, and then Yuri Zahard. So, you know, these were available at the end of the month. Now, these characters weren't like that insane, guys, but you never know. I mean, 2025 might have some just absurdly strong collab characters. I mean, look at Milim from, you know, or late last year. I mean, she's still super dominant to this day. Just something to keep in mind, guys, just in terms of the banners, man, you want to make sure that you do have enough currency if this is going to be a must summon collab to be able to summon on that. And so you definitely want to just, you know, finish your summons on Melieli, and then I would say only really summon on Sariel if you're someone that really wants Red Essarosa, while also picking up Sariel as well if you do want to invest in your Goddess team for Melieli, if you do want to invest in your Demon team as well with, you know, Red Essarosa on Melieli team, then I definitely think it is a viable option, and I feel like you could try your luck at that point, but only if you're in that circumstance where you've, you know, heavily invested in Goddess team or you heavily invested in Demons, and you just kind of want to pick up that slot character being Red Essarosa or Sariel. And I would kind of lean to more towards the Goddess side a little bit more because Sariel is guaranteed at the pity, whereas Red Essarosa is just kind of a character you can only really pull on the banner, and there's no guarantee that you'll actually get him, right? So that's something to also bear in mind. So that's what I would say overall, guys. Is kind of my gist right there on how I kind of feel about the banner. So again, I don't think the banner is going to be a must summon unless you're someone that really hyper invests in Goddess team and you're trying to build out the full Goddess PvP team, and you're also looking into the future with like Tristan release and how he can kind of impact the Goddess team as well. And so yeah, it's more so a thing of like, if you're willing to invest in this character, then maybe it might be worth actually summoning for you if you just want to build out that Goddess team. But if you're someone that doesn't really care to do that, then yeah, I mean, this banner is going to be a pretty easy skip for the majority of you guys. Even because of Red Essarosa being on the banner, I would still say it's a skip just because he's not a guaranteed pickup, guys. Like, if you're a Demon main and you do want to pull in this banner, you would have to also, you know, have the Goddess team somewhat built to even warrant summoning on this banner, in my opinion. I would say that's kind of where I'm at on this. So if you do have the Goddess team built, but you also wouldn't mind getting Red Essarosa for your Demon team, then not a bad banner to summon on. But again, guys, remember, we do have the collaboration at the end of the month. We do have the step up in 2 weeks as well. And then yeah, I mean, you know, we don't even know what's coming in like February going into March. Around that time, we'll probably be getting global Annies. So, you know, you definitely want to hold out for that. And I would say, you know, just kind of wait and see, man. And also wait to see what Sariel looks like in game. Because, you know, right now I feel like a lot of people are kind of hesitant about this character. And we'll really have to see exactly how they feel once they're in the game and we get to actually test them out. So that's pretty much my thoughts right there, guys, on the should you summon for the Covenant of Light Sariel. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about the character and if you guys will be summoning as well. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'm going to see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.